Welcome to the Tribe Digital Marketing Series. I'm joined today by Bridget Miller, who is one of the newest members of the LeadMD Tribe. Bridget, welcome. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is day 7 for me, so I'm excited to be jumping in on your series.
I love it. Well, it's not day 7 of you as a marketer, though. I mean, it sounds like you've been a marketer your whole career.
Yes, that's true. About 10 years.
Well, that's even better, right? This is a marketing series, so you'll fit right in. No worries.
Perfect.
All right. Well, let's kick it off and learn a little bit about you. Tell us what you love about marketing.
I got into marketing and I still love marketing because it's kind of like the psychological aspect and maybe like a personal aspect of the whole sales process. You know, it takes being very buying focused into being personal and you know, ideally, big blue sky, big picture is, you know, changing people's lives and helping people's lives and getting to what really affects them in their day-to-day life.
Well, that's a really good segue into really what we're trying to accomplish with this series is to help other marketers think of ways that they can pivot their marketing in a time of crisis. And I think changing people's lives are changing right now, every day. So what are some things that you can think of that might help another marketer out as they're thinking about pivoting their marketing right now?
I think it's really important to, first of all, lean into this change as opposed to shying away from it or kind of, you know, pretending that it's business as usual, because it's not. There's nothing usual about this. I think that, you know, this time is going to lead to a lot of longer term changes in how companies deal with their consumers and in consumers' lives in general. You know, there could be a huge shift in how we consume everything from entertainment to groceries to school education.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's important to lean into it and really, I mean, interview, you know, your customers if you have that option, and ask them how their lives have changed during this and what are the things that you wouldn't think of that they're now having to deal with, whether that means like they have more time in the morning because they're not getting their kids ready for school, or they have less time because they're trying to homeschool, and how they can manage that. And, you know, just trying to be a partner to your consumers.
Yeah, putting yourself in their shoes to a certain extent.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, being able to do that and be creative with the solutions that you can provide for them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, when we were getting to know each other a little bit just before this, you had mentioned that you have a background in digital advertising. I imagine there are quite a few marketers that maybe that's not their day-to-day, especially in the B2B world. Anything that you might think of that would just be advice to offer those folks who are dabbling maybe for the first time?
You know, you mean for B2B specifically?
Yeah. I mean, that's the majority of our audience and client base. We do have some in B2C, but just, you know, some things to think about.
I mean, it's kind of the same answer, but I think it goes back to going to your client's end consumer.
Right.
And, you know, that at the end of the day, that's kind of what it comes down to. Your clients are going to be most successful when they're helping their consumers.
Right.
And so if you can, you know, think of, again, you know, creative ways to take that on for yourself and make things easier for them, that's going to be like the ticket.
Yeah. I mean, the end user at the end of the day, right? Like they may be our customer, but it's their customer that we need to be thinking about and putting ourselves in their shoes and helping, you know, craft that message.
Yeah, exactly. It's, looking at the bigger picture and seeing how the world is changing on a large scale and not just looking at what's directly in front of you, but kind of, having like a broad perspective.
I love it. What a great message. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to join.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.